Hey guys, how's it going? It's Douglas at Drowned Boy Productions bringing you another mask unboxing. Today's unboxing is actually on one of the rarest masks to enter the collection, and this is actually my second time unboxing this piece, so let's get started. Just trying to carefully cut things open here. This package came all the way from Vancouver, British Columbia, and actually seems to be in pretty decent shape. Opening things up, everything seems to be okay. I'm guessing this is how it was packaged. I've never seen a mask packaged inside of one of these like grocery bags, but I mean, hey, probably the best way to preserve it. And inside, here we have it. Oh, thought that was something extra in there, but maybe not. Okay, all right, and here we are, guys. This is one of the rarest ghost face masks in existence. This is obviously the rarest one in my entire collection. I've got some really rare pieces, like where only a few are known to exist, and I've had a few pieces where only one was known to exist. But this particular one happens to be very, very special to me, and I'll tell you guys why. Some of you might recognize this mask because this mask has been featured on the channel before. In fact, I have an entire unboxing on this piece. And the old unboxing was pretty short and sweet. It was pretty much just me being like, hey, I finally got a pink ghost face mask like I always wanted. Back when we originally found this, not only was it my first pink ghost face, but this was also the first pink fearsome to ever surface. At that point in time, only green fearsomes were known to exist, so no orange and no pink from that line had ever been found, of course with the poly shroud and of the Generation 2 mold. And when this originally did pop up, I actually didn't have the money to buy this thing myself because I was paying off the stage use Papa 3 mask. And at that point in time, as a mask collector, my two main holy grails was to have a stage use ghost mask and to have a pink ghost face of any kind. Didn't care if it was fantastic, fearsome, etc. And at the time period, only Fantastics were known to exist. This was the first pink fearsome that actually surfaced. I think pink Gen 1s and pink Gen 2s have been found, but never a pink fearsome, obviously a Generation 2 mask with a poly shroud, and that's what we have here. It does have machine cut eyes, it does have the eyeliner paint, and it's for sure a Fearsome Faces mask. Or I don't know really if it would have been tagged as a Fearsome Faces because I don't think any fluorescent Generation 2 poly shroud masks have ever been found tagged. But given that the later Easter Unlimited fluorescent stamps were tagged with Fantastic Faces, I don't know if this would be technically considered a Fantastic or if it would be a Fearsome, but it basically is like a Fearsome Faces mask. Yet again, Generation 2 mold has the same mold scarring, which is really a sew line on either side of the mouth, and of course this nice poly shroud. I also happen to have a sentimental attachment to this mask because when I originally found it, I couldn't afford it. I was actually paying off the stage use Papa 3 mask, and that was just a pretty crazy coincidence because my two main holy grails as a mask collector was to have a stage use ghost mask of any kind and a pink ghost face. And I was paying off a stage use ghost mask, and then a pink ghost face popped up. And at that time period, my dad said, look, Doug, you work hard, you've been going to college, because I was in college during the time period, and you don't ask me for anything. So let me help you out with this. And he gave me the money to purchase this mask. And I was super ecstatic, like I said, mainly because I finally got my two holy grails around the same exact time. Stage use ghost mask and a pink ghost face. Of course, it being even cooler because it's currently the only one of these known to exist. Even still, another one of these has never surfaced. And then a while after owning it, I got made an absolutely insane offer that I could not refuse. And I still didn't really want to sell it just because it was so sentimental to me that it's the only mask out of the entire collection that anyone in my family has ever bought me. And my father told me because of the price that was offered, son, you would be a fool to not take it, so I sold it. And it's been about 2 years since I've seen this thing. I regretted selling it. I actually even shot like this weird parody video of me basically like crying about the fact that it was getting sent off. But anywho, finally, all these years later, what is it, 2-3 years later, I finally got this thing back. So huge thank you to Ryan Hills for selling this thing back to me. It means a lot. And I think at this point in time, I technically do have one of every type of pink ghost face mask that Fun World has ever produced. We've got the tag Gen 1, we've got a standard Gen 2 Fantastic, we have a Gen 2 Poly Shroud or the Fearsome, and over here, of course, I have the newer fluorescents. So really the only thing missing from the lineup would be like a pink EU, but we've never seen one of those, so at this point we really don't think they exist. And it feels good to finally be reunited with this thing, not just because of how rare it is, but because of how sentimental it is to me. So a huge thank you yet again to Ryan Hills for selling this guy back to me. I will treasure it and preserve it as much as possible. And there you guys have it. I think that about wraps it up for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I'll be sure to give you guys some close-ups, and I'll see you next time.